Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bentley and I am a 21-year-old model living in New York. As you can tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about everything I did to prepare to shoot for Victoria's Secret Pink. First of all, this is literally my dream job and I am still in shock every time I shoot for them. I'm just like, this is not real. This is not happening. I am incredibly thankful for this opportunity. But yeah, I'm basically just going to be talking about what I did to make sure I felt as confident and as cool as possible standing up there in my underwear. Because it's a little bit scary. I mean, the idea of standing in front of a camera all day in your underwear for all to see is a little scary. But also, dream job, like I said, so it's a little bit mixed emotions there. Before I get into this, disclaimer, my goal has never in my life been to lose weight. I don't even know how much I weigh. I don't want to know. I don't care. I don't think it matters. I don't think weight has anything to do with how in shape you are. And muscle weighs more than fat, so just because you're losing weight doesn't mean you're getting stronger or getting more in shape. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, that's why weight does not matter to me. My goal was to feel as confident as possible in front of that camera. For me, I feel confident when I feel strong, not when the number is low on the scale. In this video, I do not talk about calories because everybody needs a different amount of calories. Every single body on this planet is different. So I don't talk about calories because I don't count calories. I don't talk about cutting out any food groups or specific foods because, again, I don't believe in that. That's just a recipe for disaster. But I do talk about like substituting a little bit like more unhealthy food for like a healthier alternative. I mean, that's kind of like the only thing that could be triggering to people, so heads up. Now that I've gone off on that tangent slash disclaimer, let's get into it. The first thing I wanted to do was define my muscles more and get just like more toned. And this is all, again, personal preference. I'm not telling you one thing is bad and one thing is good, or one thing won't work and one thing will. This is just what I kind of switched up to kind of just change my routine and see different results. First thing I did was I ditched the Pilates classes and I started weight training. No hate to Pilates. I love Pilates. I think I kind of just like burnt myself out on the classes, and I don't love going to like a group class. I prefer to do my own thing, and I really wanted to try weight training because I've been seeing it like all over TikTok and stuff, like all these girls who are jacked and look so good and so strong, and I was like, you know what? I'm tired of being afraid to lift weights. I want to do it. I feel like I was a little hesitant because I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get huge, like I'm gonna look manly. But if you're not eating like an enormous amount and an enormous amount of protein and stuff, like you're not gonna get huge. It's not gonna happen. So I actually started with this app called Move With Us, which is so good for beginners because I had no idea what I was doing. With this app, you do have to pay for a subscription for like this workout plan, but it's so nice because they lay it out for you like every day of the week, like upper body, lower body, like core. It's a whole thing. They like run you through all the exercises like step by step, and there's actually a video of a woman doing it for you to watch, like for reference, so you don't hurt yourself. Because I didn't know what I was doing. Like, I didn't really know what the form was supposed to look like and stuff. So that's really helpful because you can hurt yourself lifting weights if you don't know what you're doing. So yeah, that app was fantastic, very much worth the money. And probably like 3 or 4 weeks into doing that, I already noticed so much more muscle definition, like in my legs, especially in my arms, because I had never like trained upper body or anything like that. And I definitely noticed like more shoulder definition and like the backs of my shoulders and my huge and my huge guns. But yeah, like I started looking in the mirror and being like, wow, like I can see that muscle and like my muscles are feeling stronger. Like this is so cool. Weight training definitely boosted my confidence way more than Pilates ever has for some reason. No hate to Pilates. Like Pilates girlies, don't come after me, please. And then I also was walking my butt off. Obviously, I live in New York and I walk everywhere. So yeah, I was getting like at least 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day. And I think that's just healthy in general to just like get your body moving. I was also doing the 12-3-30. Running was just like tearing my knees and my ankles apart. So I switched to the 12-3-30 and it's such good cardio. And every time I do it, I am sweating buckets by the end. Like it is such a good workout. It's a lot harder than you would think. Basically what it is you set the treadmill to a level 12 incline and a 3 speed. I think that definitely helped tone the back of my legs just from like walking uphill. Really good workout, highly recommend the 12-3-30. So I was weight training probably for at least 4 days a week, if not 5, sometimes 6, just because I loved it. Not because I was like, oh my god, I need to go to the gym, like I'm gonna look bad if I don't go to the gym as much as possible. Like no, I actually just fell in love with it and I was like, I feel so good when I do this, so I want to do it all the time. Yeah, that's kind of all I did as far as working out. Next up, food. Honestly, didn't change my diet that much. If anything, I just like focused on like making sure I was eating protein to like keep up with my workouts. I didn't like do any elimination diet. I was still honoring my cravings and all that. I don't believe in not listening to what your body's asking for. If I'm gonna live one time on this earth, I'm gonna eat burgers. I'm gonna eat fried chicken. But I will say, I'm the type of person who always wants something sweet after every single meal and every single snack. I was being more conscious of like, okay, instead of a pack of Skittles, I'm gonna have a bowl of fruit. Instead of an entire pint of Ben & Jerry's, I'm gonna try some dark chocolate or dark chocolate covered fruit and stuff like that. And I would make my own like frozen yogurt ice cream sandwiches. Those are really good. That recipe's on my TikTok actually. Just because all that sugar also doesn't make me feel good. Like if I eat a bag of Skittles, I don't feel good. That's the point where it's like, okay, now this really isn't worth it to me, because sure, I eat this and it tastes good, but I feel horrible physically. So I was just finding alternatives for that would satisfy my like sweet tooth craving, but also not leave me feeling bad and like still give me good energy instead of just like making me crash. Also, I have been trying in general, like even before this whole Victoria's Secret thing, to just eat more whole foods and less refined sugar, processed foods, fried foods. Obviously, I still do sometimes, but I feel so much better when my diet consists of like whole healthy food. So I'll put some example meals up. I was eating a lot of like steak, chicken, like chili, stuff like that. That's like a good source of protein and super filling and like still delicious. Like you don't have to eat plain chicken, plain rice, plain vegetables if you're trying to be healthy. Like you can still eat good stuff. In the morning, I used to eat like a bowl of cereal, which has a lot of sugar in it. It doesn't really have a lot of nutritional value, so I would eat it and have a lot of energy for a little bit and then crash. So I substituted that with like a Greek yogurt bowl with fruit and honey and cinnamon and like make it all yummy. That would sustain me for way longer and give me more energy for longer. Also, like oatmeal. Also, oatmeal is super filling and delicious and a good source of energy. I just tried to like stop eating foods that didn't make me feel good. I was just trying to like have a source of protein with every meal. I was never like, oh, I need to eat low calorie food and blah blah blah. Like, no. First of all, a lot of those low calorie foods have chemicals and shit in them that are not good for you. And it's a scam. Like, eat your calories. It's more about what your food is made of and like what the contents are, the nutritional value. That's kind of all the food changes I made, which weren't really changes, just more like a shift in focus. Attitude wise, I really started focusing on gratitude and just like taking a moment to slow down and be like, wow, I'm really grateful that I am healthy enough to go to the gym right now. I'm so grateful that I have access to these foods. I'm so grateful that Victoria's Secret is giving me this opportunity, and just really focusing on like not putting pressure on myself to go work out, but being like, wow, like I feel so good when I work out, and like I'm so glad I can work out and stuff like that, rather than like, oh my god, you have to go to the gym or you're not gonna look good. Just like focusing on that angle of looking at life, because it shows. Like when you're happy and grateful and just excited to be there, people notice. And by the time that day came around, that it was my first time shooting with them, I felt so confident standing up there in my underwear. I was like, I feel strong, I feel toned, you can see my muscles. It was just a great day. Every time I shoot for them, it's so fun. And yeah, that's kind of just like how I boosted my confidence and felt good and healthy and strong. That's pretty much everything I did to prepare for this dream job. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I love you all so much, and I will see you next time.